Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to IGCSE Success. Here is part 2, looking at the writer's effect question from one of the May June 2021 papers. I will try and link it in the comments below. I will be annotating the second paragraph you are directed to and showing you the kind of comments you need to be making in order to get a top band mark. And before I begin, I just wanted to apologise for the awful audio in my last video. I will regretfully link part 1 in the comments below. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this is a lot better. So with all that said, let's get on with today's video. And just to give you a bit of context, the raging storm has finally calmed down and we are now invited to see a far calmer and more beautiful side to the jungle. Cambridge sure do love these juxtapositions. Remember to take note of the information you get from the question. I will just highlight that for you. So we are basing our comments around the jungle and what it is like after the storm has passed. So let's begin by reading the extract. It must have taken about an hour before the rain eased off and the heart of the storm swept away. The chimps climbed down and moved off through the soaked, dripping vegetation. I followed awkwardly, my cold, wet clothes hindering movement. A pale, watery sun had appeared. Its light caught the raindrops so that the world seemed hung with diamonds. I crouched low to avoid destroying a spider's web that stretched, exquisite and fragile, across the trail. The leaves were brilliant, vivid, veined greens in the soft sunlight. Wet trunks and branches gleamed like ebony. The black coats of the chimps were shot with flashes of coppery brown. I stayed until the chimps nested. Okay, so the first image that really stands out is this opening metaphor. The heart of the storm swept away. And when I think about this metaphor, it makes me think about the storm in the previous paragraph, the violent, raging, malevolent storm, and how this has quickly moved on. So I'm just going to put here, raging storm now moved quickly on. There's also this sense of calm created, sense of safety, peace, etc. Now, the second image I'm going to look at is the image of the pale watery sun, which is right here. I'm just going to highlight that for you. Now let's see if we can put our annotations across here. So pale watery sun had appeared. Obviously we've got some beautiful visual imagery here. It's certainly an image of hope. If we're thinking about the previous paragraph we had to analyze, light has finally emerged. But also think about the sun itself. It almost has, for the jungle anyway, these healing properties. We get the sense that the sun is going to, let's put here, restore balance. Restore the balance. And of course, the natural world is no longer threatening, but quite inviting. So look at these different shades of meaning, guys. This is really what you want to try and do to access those higher marks. Right, moving on to the next image, a beautiful image. The world seemed hung with diamonds. The world seemed hung with diamonds. What a beautiful image. I guess quite hyperbolic. The reflected light seems to emphasize or epitomize the natural beauty of the jungle. So I'm just going to put here. So it epitomizes the natural beauty, but also hung with diamonds, there's this almost otherworldly quality now, this ethereal beauty. And of course, the connotations of diamonds, we are dealing with a place very precious. So another beautiful image is this animal imagery. A spider's web that's stretched, exquisite and fragile. I'm just going to annotate down here. Hopefully you guys can decipher my handwriting. So we've got this very delicate imagery fitting for the spider web itself. It's beautiful, but it's also creating this image of the spider's web being made up of these sort of intricate patterns. And much like this image here, it's also another image of hope. That these beautiful creatures and their web have survived this malevolent, sinister, ferocious storm. Now the next image I am going to look at is, where is it? The leaves were brilliant, vivid, veined greens. So in terms of this image, we're dealing with an environment that seems to be very, again, beautiful, but maybe we can use picturesque. It's very picturesque. The natural world, the jungle, is ready to thrive again. It's ready to revitalize itself. And of course, the color imagery adds to the beauty of the setting. Now moving swiftly on, we've got the soft sunlight here. We can look at that and explore the imagery. We can also explore the sibilance as well. Just the sound of that, the soft sunlight, that S sound, that repetition of the S sound. It's warm. It's inviting. It's lovely to say as well. The sun here is the protector. Harmony has now been restored. Exactly what I said before. Balance has been restored after this ferocious storm. Now the next image I'm going to look at, probably about two more. Wet trunks and branches gleamed like ebony, that little simile there. So again, another image of light here. I'm running out of room. So very much creating this image of the light reflecting, it being, I'm just going to write down here, polished, gleaming almost. Again, doesn't want, it's not letting me do that. That's supposed to say gleaming, by the way. Again, another beautiful image. And the last image, of course, let's not miss out the chimps. The chimps were shot with flashes of coppery brown. Lots of colour imagery throughout, guys. I think this really emphasising the strength of nature. The strength of nature, able to defeat the storm. Even the chimps are revitalised. So there you have it, guys. Part 2. I can't stress this enough. You want to improve your writer's effect responses, get annotating and reading a bunch of text Cs. There's plenty out there. The other thing I want to stress is don't forget to explore the connotations of all of the powerful words in the image you select. This way you'll be sure to secure a top mark. I hope you all had a lovely new year, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, bye-bye.